Hello everyone, my name is Kylia, or Angel, or whatever you want to call me, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back if you are already subscribed, and if you're not already subscribed for some reason, then be sure to subscribe. Yay! This is my third time filming this exact video. The first time I had clips be lost or like me forgetting to say things, and then the second time for some reason I decided to be experimental and do editorial makeup, which turned out fine except for the fact that it's really hard to focus and do editorial makeup and talk at the same time, so I completely lost track and it was not fun. So this is my third time. So as you can tell by the title of this video, today we're going to be talking about girls and pick-me's and what the terms mean, and also how I've personally noticed how these terms are losing their original meanings and are instead being used as tools to pit women against each other. And that might sound a little like extreme or confusing, but I will explain myself a little bit later in this video. So many of you have probably heard of the terms pick me and girl and have a vague understanding of what those words mean. It's been trending around, especially on TikTok and Instagram, the whole like girl movement, like I'm a girl, signs you're a girl, girls. But what is that, you know? And what does girl mean? What does pick me mean? What are these terms used for? How are they being actually used now? Because I've noticed that these terms are completely losing their original meaning and are instead being thrown around as buzzwords, and it's really fucking annoying to watch. So let's start off with pick-me girls. What are pick-me girls? So the Wikipedia definition of pick-me is a person who acts against the interests of their own, typically marginalized group in the hope of obtaining majority favor. So in this case, a pick-me would be a girl who goes against other girls and puts them down in order to seem special or desirable to men. Hence the term pick-me, because she wants to be picked out of all of the other girls by boys. And this usually stems from internalized misogyny that many girls go through when growing up because of how femininity used to be portrayed as something weak or something that you shouldn't be proud of, and like being a girl is so lame, like ew, you're a girl, girls like pretty princess flowers, and girls have cooties. And some examples of how a pick-me girl could act that many of you have probably come across in real life is like, guys prefer a natural girl, so I don't wear makeup. And honestly, I think makeup is bad for women. Just like that one girl on that alpha male podcast that was talking about like makeup is bad for women, like that is a clear example of a pick-me girl.
I don't like makeup. I'm against makeup. I don't think it's good for women, and I don't think they really need to be using it, honestly. I think it takes away.
That's awesome.
Makeup it's capitalizing on women's insecurities when it's something that they can easily fix.
Whether or not she actually believes that makeup is bad for women, I don't know. Maybe she does. But the fact that she's saying it on that podcast and giggling whenever a guy's like, oh, that's awesome, is just proof that she's like, she wants validation from those guys on the podcast. She's being a pick-me. Most pick-me's can be recognized in a social setting when the opening line of their sentence starts with, I'm not like other girls. Like, other girls are so boring. I like playing video games with the boys. I don't know why I keep doing a Deku voice when I'm like imitating these girls. Deku the pick-me girl. Bakugo, I'm not like other girls. I apologize. But yeah, pick-me girls, they basically put down other girls, make other girls seem like, oh, you like girly stuff? Like, that's so lame. I'm one of the boys. I'm not like other girls. That's the whole shebang of it. Usually stemming from internalized misogyny because of the way that girl grew up. But it's just more frowned upon now because it's like, girl, we're embracing being a girl now. So, you know, you can stop the act. So that's the pick-me. Now, leading into girls. What is a girl's girl? Many of you have probably seen it kind of trending on TikTok because the topic of girls is kind of like a new thing that's on a rise. But essentially what a girl's girl is the complete opposite of a pick-me. basically anti-pick me. A girl's girl is a trustworthy woman that any girl can turn to. She's not going to sabotage you. She's not going to try to sabotage your relationship. She's not going to put you down so that some guy likes her. A girl's girl, she prioritizes her female friendships. Well, like, maybe not prioritizes, but she does give like a lot of attention to that, and she cares about her girlfriends a lot. And overall is just a good girlfriend. But not to men, but to girls. And so while a pick me is like, I'm not like other girls, a girl's girl is the complete opposite of that. She's like, yes, I am absolutely like other girls. I love other girls. Girls are amazing. It's so great to be a girl. Overall, a girl's girl supports other girls, doesn't see femininity as a weak thing, and she's just like a really good friend to have if you are a girl. At least that is the idea of a girl's girl. However, I have noticed that these terms of pick me and girls girls is being warped into something completely not what it used to be. So pick me originally, as I said before, is basically a misogynistic girl who doesn't like being a girl. She's like, I'm not like other girls, guys, listen, I'm cool, all right? But now I've just been noticing that people call any girl a pick me if they just don't like her. Like before, people used to call actual pick-me's as a way to call them out, like, hey, you're being a pick-me. But right now it's like a girl will do something innocent, literally mind her own business, and someone's like, oh, she's so annoying, she's a pick-me. For example, I saw this video of a girl driving in a car, lip-syncing to some Doja Cat song, being cute, being fun. I mean, she looked a little silly, she was having fun, but she wasn't putting down other women. She was literally just driving in her car, singing and minding her own business. And the comments were like, oh, she's a pick me, choose me, love me. What is a pick me to you? Like when you call someone like that, like just minding their own business, a pick me, what does that even mean in that context? How is she putting down other women by just existing? Like, unless you're super insecure and just the existence of another girl is making you feel like you're being put down, then she's not a pick me. You're just insecure, and that is something you should work on instead of calling her names that you don't even know the meaning of. So originally, pick me was a term used to call out girls who put down other girls. But now it seems that girls put down other girls with the title of pick me. You are working in reverse. What I'm trying to say is that pick me has like completely lost its meaning, and I'm starting to notice that girls girl is also starting to turn into something that it's not. When I was doing my research on basically like the definition of a girl's girl, I came across this article by HuffPost that's like 25 signs you're truly a girl's girl. And some of the like listings there were like actually really stupid, and they kind of made me mad. So some of the points in this article, like I said, kind of irked me. So for example, the fourth reason of how to know that you're truly a girl's girl is that brunch is your preferred method of catching up. Okay, I get it. Most girls like catch up on brunch, like, let's go get brunch, mimosas. I think this was mimosas, like the champagne with the orange juice. Like, yeah, that's brunch, yay. But like, that's so dumb. What if she has work all day and she can only like go out for dinner? Then what? Is she a pick me? Like, come on. Or for example, in high school you read everything Jane Austen ever wrote, but you still haven't read anything by Hemingway 10 years later. I haven't read either of those. Should I die? You dress for women, rarely for men. Oxford button up to the chin with drop waist pants and wedge sneakers? Checkmate. Okay, I'm offended. Since when is dressing bad considered dressing for women? I'm joking by the way, I'm joking. The outfit described is actually like a pretty decent outfit. I like it. I just wanted it to be funny, and then I realized that it's like kind of mean. I feel really bad right now. Anyways, with these like little categories of whatever, of like how you're truly a girl's girl. You're truly a girl's girl if you fit all these little 25 dumbass categories. It's like creating competition within girls of who can be the most girl's girl, which also goes against the original like point of girl's girl, because girls don't have competition with other girls. They're supportive, they're kind, it's a welcoming, safe space. Why are we doing this? And like another example of this like competition of who's more girls girl than the other is I've noticed like many like podcasts or creators have been like, if you don't like Taylor Swift, you're not truly a girl's girl. I actually heard the argument behind it and it does make sense, but when you first hear it, it sounds so dumb. Like when I first heard that if I don't like Taylor Swift, I'm not a girl's girl, I'm like, bitch, what? There's actually one song I really like by her. But like overall, I'm not really a strong Taylor Swift supporter. But that doesn't make me any less of a girl's girl than other girls. I don't hate her or anything, but like the argument behind that is that Taylor Swift is a really successful businesswoman and she's doing really well. She's like combating the patriarchy in the music industry. She makes music for girls. Her fan base is mostly girls. So when you think of like Miss Americana, teenage girls in America, #1 artist, you probably think of Taylor Swift. So hence the, if you hate Taylor Swift, you're not actually a girl's girl. But there are reasons why that argument I think is invalid. There are some valid reasons to dislike Taylor Swift that wouldn't make you a pick-me. They're just like, she's just not that good of a person, like as people make her out to be, which I will make another video on that if you guys would like. But once again, I feel like that statement just creates unnecessary competition on who can be more girl's girl than the other, and it's really exhausting to just watch. As you can see, as any other term that has ever existed, ever, the terms pick me and girl's girl have pretty much lost their original meaning. And it's not surprising, but it is kind of exhausting. I'm noticing like, I guess, consequences to the fact that these terms are losing their meaning and are being like misused buzzwords that people just throw around. And it's that obviously nobody wants to get called a pick-me, right? And I feel like these words are now just being used as ways to put down and pit women against each other. So, for example, you could be a girl just literally minding your own business, not doing anything wrong, but if someone just doesn't like you for some reason, you could get called a pick-me. And if you get called a pick-me, you're like obviously hurt because you don't want to be called a pick-me. You love other girls, you try to be nice to other people. It's just like become a way to put people down. In other simpler words, what I'm trying to say is that people will label you not based on how you treat other people, but just based on whether or not they like you. So if someone doesn't like you, they're gonna call you a pick-me, even if you're not doing anything wrong. It's just when you step back and you look at the whole situation, it's kind of easy to realize that chasing and dodging certain labels that people are misusing anyways is so exhausting and annoying to both be part of and to watch. So there's that. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say today. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, what your take is on the whole pick-me and girl's girl terminology stuff. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe. If you didn't enjoy it for some reason, then like and subscribe anyways, and I will see you next time. Bye.